What is up, guys? Lildogdog here. Today we're doing the quest A Tale of Two Cats. For this quest, you're going to need quite a few things. A couple of them you're not going to need in your inventory all at once. I'll let you know what you need at the beginning and what you're going to need to grab towards the end, and I'll let you know at the end of the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get to it. So you're going to need one log, a desert robe, and a desert shirt. These are requirements, not just recommended for the part of the quest where you have to go to the desert, so make sure you have these. You're going to need a bucket of milk and a chocolate cake, 4 potato seeds. Of course, you're going to need your cat and your cat speak amulet to start the quest, 5 death runes to enchant your cat speak amulet, and a vial of water. You don't need to bring your vial of water until after you're done with the desert portion of this quest. I'll let you know when to grab it because I grabbed it in the video too. So yeah, just leave it in your bank until then, or just have an empty vial on you and fill it with water when you need it. You can begin the quest by speaking to Unferth in his house that's just north of the agility training arena in Berthorpe. It's a short walk from the lodestone. So speak to Unferth with your cat speak amulet on and your cat in your as a pet or in your inventory. He'll notice that you have a cat and ask you to help you find his cat, Bob. All you have to do is accept the quest. There are no special chat options, and click through the dialogue that he gives you. He talks a lot, and he's confused by you talking to your cat. He asks you to go speak to his neighbor to find out how to find Bob, because she knows a lot about cats. So you're going to walk just basically next door and talk to Hild. And she's going to enchant your cat speak amulet for you. This is the part that requires the 5 death runes. She'll take it from you and enchant it so that you can find Bob with it. Wait, I'll show you how to use it in just a second. So you're going to right click on it to open it, and click his whiskers, his left and right whiskers, to move the yellow diamond, or the white diamond. When his eyes light up, it's facing the right direction, and that's the direction you have to head. So the best way to do this is to teleport far away and find what direction, and then you can kind of triangulate where he's going to be. He can be within cities and stuff like that. You just really have to check. So the first place I checked was a lumber mill because of Gertrude's cat. He wasn't there, but it said that he was southwest, so I went more southwest. And eventually I find him within the church in Varrock. Now there's going to be a part of the quest later where you have to find him again, and he probably won't be in the same place. Make sure you have a cat speak amulet equipped and speak to him once you find him. He's not... There's a high chance he won't be where he is for me. You're just going to have to find him using the cat speak amulet on your own. When you speak to him, he says that he's fallen in love with a cat named Neat, and before he goes back to Unferth and Berthorpe, he needs to have this date with this cat, and it's his one true love. So go speak to Gertrude and see if she knows who is Bob's family. I'm sorry, I'm stumbling here. Who is Bob's family? So that way he can get the girl, because right now he doesn't have family and she doesn't want a cat without a family. So Gertrude says maybe you should speak to Reldo in the Varrock Library. He knows a lot about the past, and maybe you'll find out about Bob's past and where he came from. And the little idea that he might be Robert the Strong. So Reldo is just in the Varrock Palace on the north side in the back. Speak to Reldo. The third chat option is asking about A Tale of Two Cats and asking about Robert the Strong. He finds a book on it, and he tells you about Robert the Strong and how he killed Dragonkin, which are the people who created dragons. Now, once you learn this information, your cat's going to tell you to go back to Bob. He's still going to be in the same place that he is now. It's just a later part that he's going to move. So speak to Bob again with your cat speak amulet equipped. And he can't remember if he is Robert the Strong or anything about his past. So your cat suggests maybe you could go to the Sphinx from Icthlaren's little helper. To get to Sophanem, you just have to go through the Al-Kharid Desert and enter through the cave. So the fastest way is through Al-Kharid, through the Shanty Pass, or teleport to Palnavnich if you have one in your bank from a clue scroll. Walk through the Shanty Pass, buy a water skin if you don't have anything. You can put on your desert robes now. You don't have to. This isn't the part of the quest that they're needed for. So I took a flying carpet to Palnavnich, and I just walked south to Sophanem. So you can see the little cave is located right here by the Wanderer's tent. And speak to the Sphinx once you're in Sophanum. And choose the first chat option saying that you need help. Your Sphinx agrees since you have such a close connection with your cat, and tells you she'll summon him. This is the part where you can choose to skip the cutscene. If you choose to skip the cutscene, you won't get a teleport back to Berthorpe, but since there's home teleports, it's not a big deal. I watched the cutscene just because I was interested. It's basically the story of Robert the Strong, when she hypnotizes Bob, and you find out that he really is Robert the Strong and how he killed the Dragonkin. They summon Neat, he gets the girl, and he asks you to take care of Unferth. I can't remember the dude's name. You know, it's a weird name, so let's not worry about it. The guy in Berthorpe you started the quest at. So he gives you a list of chores. First, you're going to want to plant the potato seeds in the back. So rake the patch, and then plant the potato seeds since you have to wait for them to grow, and this just takes the longest, so you might as well do it first. The rest of the things you can do in any order. So what I did next is I put the cake and the glass in the milk and on the plate. So make sure you right-click the cake and select Use on the plate. And then you're going to put the logs in the fire, so just use them and then light them. You can check the list at any time, make sure you've done it right. Talk to Unferth, that's his name, Unferth, and choose the second chat option to cut his hair. This will take care of the tidy human part. And then you're going to go upstairs to tidy the house by making his bed. Now just go back downstairs and stand outside your potatoes like a potato and waiting for them to grow. Wow, look at that. With the magic of editing, they grew instantly. Once they've grown, to go back and talk to Unferth, and he's going to come down with some sort of illness. Now, this is the part where you need the vial of water. So go grab it from your bank or fill your empty vial with some water. And then you're going to head to the apothecary in Varrock. You also need your desert robes on right now, so you could look like a doctor. Now when you talk to the apothecary, he's going to tell you that Unferth is just a hypochondriac. It's going to be the first chat option. He tells you he's a hypochondriac, and all you have to do is give him a vial of water and look like a doctor, and everything will be cured. Choose a nurse's hat or a doctor's hat, put it on, remove your weapon, have your hands free, and teleport back to Berthorpe with a vial of water and looking like a doctor. You can see here I teleported because the lodestones are still glitched. Speak to Unferth looking like a doctor, and he'll take the vial of water, drink it, and magically be better. And voila, he's good. His leg's no longer broken, and his back no longer hurts. Now you have to find Bob once more to see how his little trip went. So open the Catspeak amulet and use the same method you did before. For me, Bob ended up being back in Varrock, but in a different location. It can take a while to find him if he's in a big building somewhere. There are common places he'll be, like Death Plateau, Taverley, Berthorpe, the Varrock Castle, and the Lumbridge Castle. But all you have to do is keep opening your Catspeak amulet and kind of trying to triangulate where he's at. So right now I was close, but I actually end up walking past him. So right here I walked past him. He was in the little furnace room there. I was going to check if he was in the church again, because that would be kind of coincidental. But nope, he's south. And he was in the furnace room. When you do talk to Bob, when you eventually find him, you're going to get a cutscene. And it's going to show you everything that him and Neat did while they were having their little date. It's kind of comical if you feel like watching it. If not, you just have to click through the dialogue. But a majority of it you do have to watch. It just shows him talking to the King Black Dragon, flying around in Sophanum, And then once you're done with the cutscene, the love cats show up, and it's him and Neat, and they tell you thanks, basically. Go back to Berthorpe. You're going to talk to Unferth. Never going to get that right. Speak to Unferth, and he's going to thank you for finding Bob, getting him back, taking care of him, and then give you the present Bob left for you. So that's quest complete. If this helped you, be sure to leave a like. Comment down below if you have any questions. Subscribe if you haven't already. And check out some other stuff if you're bored. I do boss guides, quest guides, and event guides. And I'm typically the first to do those event guides. So if you want to know how to do those, make sure you subscribe. Thanks.